guys, before this video starts, I just want to say some remarks. None of these plushies are for sale, and yeah, these are my plushies. Don't ask for them. They cost me a lot, and yeah. Let's start this video. Hey guys, welcome to the Sonic Plush collection of 2026. Yeah, 2026. I know it's been a while, but I've had a lot more plushies. I've lost plushies. It's just been a lot. Let's just start off on the Sonic section first. Okay, to start off the Sonic section, we got my very first Sonic plush, Toy Factory Sonic. I've had this plush since I was 8 or 7 years old, and he will always have a special place in my heart. Hungry. But yeah, I will never replace this plushie. I will wash him though because he is kind of dirty. Next plushie. Well, next plushie, realistically, I'm not really going to order one in the random that I have them. Like, we have classic Jacksepticeye Pancake Head Sonic. Good classic Sonic plush. He was in some of the old videos. And then we also, continuing with the classics, we have GE Classic Sonic, which is like a bigger, more darker shade of blue. This is the classic Sonic plush a lot of YouTubers have to start their channel, and if you don't have it, you should really get it. It's a very good plush. Next Sonic plush we have is Kid Robot Sonic, the old Sonic plush for the, yeah. First it was him, then it was him, then it was him. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah, I couldn't stay with one plushie just residing in the videos. Now we got one of the big boys, like Prime. I'm gonna say Prime Video. Sonic Prime Sonic. Cause I don't really, some of these plushies I don't really like touch anymore. They just sit there collecting dust and everything. So it kind of makes sense if they're in this back condition. Another big boy from a while ago. Movie Sonic 13-inch from the second Sonic movie. I never got any of like the smaller Jacksepticeye plushies, but I did get this one. I remember I was so happy to get that plush. Now he's still in good condition. He should be in the video coming out later on. Alright, for the Sonic that you see in the videos, Movie Sonic. This is the plushie I will use. I say it a lot, but this is the plushie that I will use in the videos from now on because I really like this plush. I love how he scales perfectly with Mario. Kid Robot Sonic would be too short. He'd be too tall. No way. Yeah, they're about the same height, but Class Sonic and Mario, nah. But anyways, next plushie. Flash Sonic. I feel like Sonic as a Flash makes him way more faster than he already is, because that is just wow. Alright, for the last of the Sonic sections though, I really need to get a new one, but we have Super Sonic. I do want a new one just because his legs came off. Other than that, this is still a good plushie. He's still in great condition. I don't know where that cotton is from. He's still in great condition, and I will, if I don't replace him, I don't care because he's a perfectly good plush. I'm gonna sit you, no, actually let me do some rearranging. There, I did some rearranging. Kid Robot Sonic is right here, Super Sonic is right there. Okay, now let's move on to the Tails, or Miles. This section didn't get big at all, so I can't really start with the first Tails plush I had because I don't really have them anymore. So we're just gonna do the Tails that, like, maybe, let's say the second Tails plush. We got Toy Factory, hold on, dang it. We have Toy Factory Tails from the same company as him. I don't know, the plushie would have been good for the videos, but again, I'm trying to get movie Tails because, just go back here real quick. No, Tails should not be taller than Sonic. It does not make sense. It will never make sense, ever. Up for the next Tails is Classic Tails, the Tails you see in videos. I like him. He's just not that good. I did try to make a modern Tails, but then when I washed it off, the blue off, it just became black, so that's not a good look anymore. He scares me. I'm gonna sit you next to your old pal, Classic Sonic. Alright, for the Tails that we use in the video, I would say Toy Factory Tails, but it's made from an entirely different company. It is a good plush, great plush to have, by the way. He's a great Tails plush videos until I get the movie Tails plush. And as I said, the Tails didn't get bigger or shrink at all. It's just yeah, just like, I need more Tails plushies. Alright, I only have 2 Knuckles plush, so I'm just gonna start with my very first, well, not my very first one, because I don't have that one either. We're just gonna start off with the second, which is GE Classic Knuckles. Surprisingly still in good shape, except for that and, that, yeah. I don't know about that. But the other Knuckles plush, which is the Knuckles you just see in videos, GE Modern Knuckles, hold on, I gotta bring the camera back. GE Modern Knuckles, he's a great plush to have. Yeah, good Knuckles plush in video until I get movie Knuckles. I'm just gonna be like using the movie plushies in my videos because like I prefer them over, not over the GE or whatever company this is plushies. It's just they'll scale like way better with my movie Sonic plush because as you see this, Tails is still taller than Sonic by a little bit, but I didn't really care. It's way better than how much taller he was. And overall, they just have big heads. So I want the movie version of 1 and 2. But regardless, I love these plushies to death. So now we're just going to move on to the Shadows because he actually has a section somehow. Alright, for Shadows, I'm just going to do my very first Shadow plush, which was... I was gonna make this to a custom, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna try to restore him because I actually am gonna try to restore him because Toy Factory Shadow plush is a decent plush to have. As I was saying, he's a very great plushie to have. Other than that, I'm just gonna send him next to Sonic because he's a great plushie to have, and I'm just gonna send him next to Sonic. Much better. But I also just noticed that I have Toy Factory Sonic, Toy Factory Shadow, Toy Factory Tails. No Knuckles! I want a Knuckles now. But besides that, moving on to the next Shadow plush, GE Shadow, I'm just going to tell you, I'm turning him into a custom because of reasons, and yeah. Metal Shadow is on the way. For some reason, I decided that. So yeah, I'm just going to send him somewhere random. He doesn't deserve fame. Alright, moving on to one of my most recent Shadow plushies is Batman Shadow. I love this plushie to death. Definitely one of my top 3 plushies for this year or in general. I would send him to Flash. You know what? I am going to do that. You know what? I'm just going to send him right here because like him and Shine deserve to be together until I get Superman, Knuckles, and Silver. Alright, for the most recent Shadow plush out there, for me at least, Movie Shadow. I love this plushie. His face looks a little stupid. His legs are too skinny for me. But other than that, this plushie is great. He's going to go right next to Sonic. Look at that. Toy Factory, Jack Pacific. I like it. Alright, coming down to like the miscellaneous that I don't have enough plushies for to get a section. We got Tangle. I don't put her in videos because of one leg, but I think I am because I just realized Super Sonic has one leg, and it doesn't make sense that Tangle isn't in videos because of one leg. And yeah, we're just going to cover that atrocious thing up. Alright, for my very first Amy plushie, we have Classic Amy, no legs. She will never be used in a video again until I get new ones. Or just in general, get a new Classic Amy plush. Girls is a rascal! I'm sorry, I'm gonna... See, when I was moving them, I didn't do that intentionally. So I'm just gonna put them over there. And for the final plush of this collection, Amy Rose. Tomy Amy Rose, to be specific. I ordered this off Macari. I'm kind of mad that I did because the hair is really pissing me off. But other than that, she's still a good plush. I'm trying to find what video to play her in. Like, it's kind of hard to put her in the video because I'm not really making love videos besides that Mario and Peach breakup. So I'm just going to set her next to Tails. And that concludes my Sonic plush collection of 2026. The collection didn't grow bigger. I don't have any villains, so I use the plushes that I have that look villainy or that is a villain for videos. I'm getting... So far, the plushies that I'm working on to get is a new Tomy Aiden Sonic plush, Eggman plush, the Super Knuckles, and the Green Lantern Silver plush. I'm working on getting more villains like Eggman, Metal Sonic, and stuff, and Infinite, specifically those 3. Other than that, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe, or just like and subscribe. I don't really care, either one. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!